Hello.
Hi.
We're talking about Mike torturing himself.
Yeah.
With what? Oh, I like your hat.
Oh, thanks.
It's really nice. I've seen it before.
I wonder where it came from. Um, no, I bought a sauna shirt to work out in.
What?
Uh,
Exactly.
for my like when I do my upper body work and stuff, because I don't sweat as much when I do those, and now I put this shirt on and I sweat. So I figure get a little bit more sweaty.
I don't know if I agree with this.
Couldn't be me.
The only downside is I can't I can't put it in the laundry. I have to like hand wash it because you can't
Yeah.
because the inside of it's like that plastic material. It's like tarp basically.
Yeah. You're not wearing it to run, right?
No, oh no. Listen, I sweat enough as it is running. I
Okay.
bought this strictly to do like my like strength training stuff, and so that way like I sweat a little bit more doing it.
But you know that you're only losing water weight, right?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
you're just dehydrating yourself.
Yeah. Hmm.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, you're totally aware. Okay, good. Glad
Yes.
we're all on the same page.
All
I'm
right.
insane. We know
Well,
this.
while we're on that page,
Yeah.
welcome to week 7 of the DNS runners.
Week 7.
Right? We
My
have
lucky number.
14 weeks until the Chicago
That's
Marathon.
my unlucky
Holy
number,
shit.
14.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Uh,
That's a lot.
I don't, it's not a lot though. It's not a lot.
It's a lot to take in.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, there's not a lot of time from now. We're almost
No,
there.
no, we're almost there. It's flying.
yeah. Remember when
Yeah.
it was
Anyone
20?
else feel like it's flying?
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to I feel like it's almost October and I don't
It's almost October. It's July. It's July
it's
3rd.
July 3rd.
Yeah, it's July 3rd. We have like a little time, but
But not like I feel like once it gets like September, I'm gonna be like, is it here yet? Meanwhile,
yeah,
right
and this
now I'm
is
like
like real different for me because I've never trained for a marathon that it wasn't in November.
Guys, just know even though there are 14 weeks, I did already make us some dining reservations because I'm that kind of person.
Did you? Did you
Just like,
book like the ramen place?
yeah, so like I booked a ramen place and I booked an Italian place. The Italian place
Okay.
for, like the night before the marathon, and then the ramen place for the night of the marathon. I think I did, or maybe vice
Oh,
versa.
awesome.
Because I just the last time that I went, I didn't think about it early enough, and then we wound up like scrambling, and I literally ate like tuna fish and crackers in my hotel room the night of the marathon because
Oh
it was
my
so long
God.
to
I
go.
mean, did I take a page out of your book and do that for Germany?
No,
Yes.
like I
Did I
brought
have 4 reservations for every night? Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Did I cancel half of them? Yeah.
yeah,
Because maybe
Yeah.
exactly.
most of them were at the same time.
I'd rather have them and then cancel them later if we decide we don't want to eat somewhere, rather than be
Yeah.
like scrambling last minute. And both places are like right around the block from our hotels. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan said he's actually going to be in Chicago that weekend because Nike's going to be doing a pop-up store. So he's like,
Oh,
let
no
me know what you're doing. I'm
way.
like, oh, we're probably going out to dinner the night before. Please come.
uh,
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
Ryan will be in Chicago for the weekend.
nice. I'll
That's
update the
awesome.
reservations to add him in case he's around.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. They're gonna do a pop-up. I love that.
Yeah.
You just spoke
So
my language.
I'll shoot him a text. You got one customer for your pop-up.
Oh, man.
I'll be there. So
But
how's everyone doing?
I recovered from
Are we
Sunday.
all having a week like,
Guys,
I mean, not as bad as yours, but still been a week.
it's been a
um,
week.
my baby slept through the night for the first time in 4 months.
Silent clap because we don't want to wake
That
up.
is like the most beautiful thing I've heard in a long time.
Did I
Oh,
wake up like panicking in the middle of the night because of it?
yeah,
But
of course. Yeah.
I had to wake him up before work yesterday.
No way. Was he
Yeah.
outside a lot that day? Like, did he do a lot of outside play?
So he's definitely been playing outside way more just because the weather's been nice.
Yeah.
Like my parents bought him a little pool for the backyard and he's been getting lots of wiggles out.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like the fresh air even just like knocks them out. I know that's like a very old, like wives' tale, like put your kid outside, it'll make them tired, but I feel like the fresh air is so good for them.
Yeah. And I saw that, they have a tent set up in the backyard underneath above all the water stuff too. I was like, oh, it's so clever. To
Yeah.
stay outside
Yeah.
all day under that thing in the water.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, Kelly. I'm so proud of your
That was
baby.
my big moment of the week.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, right.
That's wonderful.
How about you guys?
Uh, I mean, it's been a week. It's been a week. I had a I guess it's been a long week. I think we spoke last, what, Wednesday?
Last Thursday, I think.
I was like,
No, it was
today's
Wednesday
Wednesday.
because, oh
Thursday we
no,
recorded.
wait, Thursday, didn't I have I had a race.
Oh, it was Friday. We did Friday
We
last.
spoke
Oh
Friday,
yeah, we did do Friday because you had the race. You ended up having the race
right?
Thursday. Not on
So
yet.
I had the race on Saturday, the Pride Run.
Yep.
Yes. How was
Just
that?
always, it was so, I mean, I got there so stupid early, like, like classic move on my part. I had so much time to kill.
So what you're telling
Um,
me is I'm the one that makes us late when we go together.
yeah, and I'm like, I get up so early for these races, and then I'm like, I might as well just go, and it was beautiful out, so I was like, if I have to be outside, it's not like the worst thing.
Yeah.
Um, Carolina did not sleep through the night that night, so I was on very little rest.
Mhm.
I was in the city by 6:40.
Wasn't the race at 9?
The race was at 8.
Oh, okay. That's not. Here I'm thinking you're there
So
for like 2.5 hours or nothing.
yeah. So I actually was there before the parking attendant, which I found very funny. But it was beautiful out. There was like a nice breeze, and I thought it was gonna be like a really comfortable race. And then it turned out to be like so humid and uncomfortable. Like the second that the whistle went off, that it was just so hot. But it was easy. It was 4 miles. I got it done. And I love that race. I just love that race. I feel like it's just such a
Me
good
too.
like vibe, like
I miss it.
it I know, I wish you guys were there. Like it's just, the music blasting, and like the start line is always so energetic in like a
Hmm.
different way from what their other races.
Yeah.
It's just like full of so much happiness. I just really enjoy it. Um, the shirt was awesome.
Yeah. I'm jealous. That's a nice one this
This
year.
shirt, this shirt was beautiful. And I'm not kidding when I tell you I finished that. I crossed the finish line. I fucking ran to get a shirt because they keep running out of sizes.
Oh,
Hmm.
So, and by the time I got there, they were actually out of my size, but they at least had one size up,
okay.
which was good.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday. And then Sunday night I had food poisoning. so, so it's been rough since then.
Highs
Uh,
and lows of
Oh
competitive racing.
God. Yeah, like I was like so sick. I can't remember the last time I was that sick. It's been like 20 years
Oh my
since
God.
I've had food poisoning and or stomach virus. So
Wait, how do you have two small children? You haven't had a stomach virus.
I am crazy when they have stomach viruses. I literally walk around with gloves on. I spray everything with Lysol, and I stockpile. I get Target to deliver Clorox wipes, and I'm not even kidding. They are on every fucking surface of my house. So I've somehow bypassed it. I did not bypass food poisoning.
Oh,
Um, Luckily, I was the only one in the family who ate what it like obviously got me sick. Um, so it's been like a really slow week.
you ran
Like
Sunday
today.
morning though, right?
Hmm?
Ran that morning though, right? Didn't you do a long run Sunday?
Oh my God, I totally forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I ran
I
into
did
you
a
I
long
ran into you
run.
on the track, on the course.
Yes, I saw Mike. I did. That was I feel like every week I say this. That was the hottest run I've done all season
We were
so
running in
far.
Shrek Swamp. Like,
It was disgusting. And like I ran with Rich, who like he's a beast. He loves the heat. I really like running with him in the heat because he likes it so much that he's like motivated by it. Whereas I am like, I fucking hate my life. um, but like he had biked 50 miles the day before and then did a 5 mile run right after. And the day before that, he did a 15K swim in the open
Oh my
water.
gosh.
Okay. So like, and meanwhile, I'm over here like, I just ran 4 miles yesterday. I'm dying, you know? But we were both like, we were just struggling through it. It like there were points where we are both like, all right, you want to just walk for a while? Because you couldn't breathe.
it
You
was
really couldn't breathe.
disgusting.
So not only was like severely dehydrated from that,
Yeah.
then I had food poisoning, and I, for the first time in my life, I did nothing on Monday. When I tell you I did nothing, I mean, I literally was like not a functioning human being. Where like at one point Carolina was like, "Mommy, where are you?" Because at some point I had to take over and watch her, you know.
Yeah.
and and I was just laying on the kitchen floor because I was like, I can't even be like, I can't do minimal play with my daughter right now.
Oh,
So that was rough. So obviously I skipped my workout Monday.
good.
I
Smart.
consulted with you both and skipped my workout on Tuesday.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah. I slept through the night really good on Tuesday night. Like I stopped having any like food poisoning related issues by like probably like right before bedtime Monday
Okay.
night. Slept great Tuesday and I woke up and I felt great. Like I woke up like that's the craziest thing to me about food poisoning, how it like kills you and then all of a sudden
And
you're
then
just like,
it's
"Oh, I'm
gone.
I'm back." But I
This is what
did
it's
take
like
it
to be
easy.
alive.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I can hold down water. This is great. But I took it easy yesterday too. I was like, let me just, I think sometimes like I'm not saying like I'm so thankful I got food poisoning, but like, I got food poisoning and I feel like sometimes life is like maybe you should sit still. You know, I don't do a lot of that.
I had to
But
send
I
you a
ran,
loud message.
yeah. And I ran this morning with Rich. We had a great run. My heart rate was like low, which was awesome. I was cruising like a little bit below my last year's marathon pace, and like I kept my heart rate low. I
Okay.
felt good. So cheers to food poisoning. May we all skip it.
Um,
No one eat from Sweet Green if you can. I'm calling you out, Sweet Green.
oh man. What
How
about
about you guys?
Kelly and I hit the track yesterday morning.
oh
I
yeah.
saw
Woke
I
up
saw
bright and early
that.
for that.
I
Mm-hmm.
saw that. What time did you guys go?
We met there at
Met,
5:30.
yeah.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. See, remember how I mentioned like my baby slept through the night?
Yeah.
That it was literally like I woke up at 4:45 and I was like, I'm just awake at this point. And we had plans to go at 5:30. So I was like, okay, let me like start my day, get my stuff, like go and pump and then, eat a graham cracker before I leave the house.
Mhm.
The shocking thing, when I got home, he was still asleep and I was able to shower.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Like I fully expected to have to go to my parents' house to be able to shower, like after I dropped him off. And
Yeah,
it was literally like, how is he still asleep right now?
that's so beautiful. It's such a
Yeah.
beautiful thing when you get those moments.
Oh yeah. So we met there at 5:30. We played the game.
Nice.
Is that the person I know? I can't tell, even though we were the
I
only two.
legitimately couldn't see her, and I don't have vision problems.
I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I have an excuse.
I got to the track and I'm like, is she like she says she's here, but like where? And she's literally just standing like almost like right in front of me. Like if I opened my eyes, I would have seen her.
Yeah.
I literally could not see
So I'm
her.
like, this guy has khakis on, so it's probably Mike because he's
Yeah.
My
wearing
khaki
khaki
shorts. I
colored
love
running
those. The
shorts.
greatest running shorts I've ever bought.
Are they running shorts?
Yeah, they're athletic. I mean, they're athletic shorts.
Are they?
Yeah. You
Because they
can't.
look like legitimate khakis. And yesterday I was like,
I'm
okay,
wearing. Hold
are
on, I'm
they
wearing them right now because I
khakis?
was working out in them. Hold on. Are you getting a tour of me?
That's so funny.
For our
Yeah.
audio listeners, Mike is currently modeling a pair of khakis that don't look like athletic clothing, but apparently are.
No.
They
Yeah, you could
are.
like totally wear those with like a button up.
Right?
I can go comfy with these.
You'd be
This
like
I
that.
bought them for Disney when we did the
Yes. Lilo, or
when I was Lilo. I wore
Oh my
them.
God, that's so funny.
Yeah. And I love these shorts. I wear them for racing all the time.
I think you were
They have
wearing them
zipper
the first time
pockets.
we ever ran together.
probably.
Possible. It's possible.
But we
They
did,
have they have zip pockets. That's why I like them.
It's awesome.
yeah, we did a Yasso 800 workout.
I
Because
learned what that was.
yes, so Yasso 800s are 800-meter repeats that you work a
Yeah.
10 of them during your marathon training. You don't have to start with 10, but you work up to be able to do 10. And the goal is to do every single one at like a consistent pace.
Uh-huh.
Is if you finish an 800-meter run, which is like a half a mile,
Yeah.
if you do it in 5 minutes, that correlates to a 5-hour marathon. If you do it in 4 minutes, it correlates to a 4-hour marathon. And
Okay.
people have shown that it's like a pretty good metric in general.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to do, we did 5 repeats of them just as like a starting point, and I figure we'll build up.
Starting point.
Yeah. Well, it's 5 by 800. That's not that far, it's 2.5 miles.
Oh, that's true.
Like it's not crazy.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah. So, I had a goal of running between like a 9:15 to a 9:45 was my thought, so that I would
Mhm.
finish it between like basically around 4 minutes and 45 seconds to repeat was my goal, because that's around what I'm aiming for the marathon. And Mike, I don't know what you actually aimed for. I know you did, but I don't know what you aimed for.
So originally I was gonna do 11:30s, and well, you recommended 11:30s, and I said to myself, I can do 11:30s without like pushing crazy hard. So I tried bumping it up a little bit. So I think I set myself for, I think it was between 10:30 and 10:40 is what I had set for.
Okay.
Bumped down a whole minute. And then
Okay.
I don't know how to pace on a track.
Yeah. So
So
when I
I
said to
don't
Mike
know.
after we finished the first one, I was like, you need to finish 30 seconds after me. Like each time
Okay.
it should be a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Right.
It should add up. So like the first time it's 30 seconds, the next time it's a minute, the next time, like, because then you'd know that you're hitting a good pace and I'm hitting a good pace type of
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
So we did like about a mile to warm up, and then we did our 800s, and then we did like a lap or two to cool down.
Mhm.
Okay.
I averaged closer to like 4 minutes 15 seconds a repeat.
That's amazing.
But it was consistent. I was like, I was
That's
really happy with it.
amazing.
Yeah, it was like between 4:15 and 4:30. So I was happy with that. I don't in any way plan to run a marathon that fast, but was very happy with it. Mike averaged around a 5-minute pace. So
That's awesome.
here we are bullying Mike into trying to run a 5-hour marathon.
I mean, I'm one of those annoying people who feels like if you say you're going to run a 5-hour marathon, you can make it happen. You just
I
have to
mean, I'm gonna like, if I can keep up with this, with doing this Yasso's 800s, then like it's not out of the ballpark, Like it's not.
yeah,
I'm gonna try. Like if I don't hit 5, I'm not gonna be bent out of shape. But like I can aim for it, considering my goal is just to take 10 minutes off. I can take a whole hour off. Like, well, okay.
you totally could. It's
So
just,
like I'll put in the work for it. If the rest of them are kind of like, 'cause my thought process behind yesterday was I wasn't dead after. Like
hmm
I wasn't like extra fatigued. I was
hmm
just annoyed that I couldn't pace myself properly, but
right,
I've done track workouts before and I know I can't pace myself. So it's a
right. But
learning
also
curve.
you still have time like now
Yeah.
to figure out how to
Mhm.
pace yourself properly on a track. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you have plenty
Exactly.
of time to figure that out. I know it's annoying. It's so strange how you can know how to pace yourself on a path, but you
Yep.
can't figure out how to run in
That's what I
circles.
was saying. I was saying that yesterday. I was like, I can pace myself while I'm out running. The second I hit a track, it's like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but that's really cool. So I want to ask because I've done similar workouts. But when you do that, are you taking a recovery?
Yeah. So with Yasso 800s, however long it takes you to run the interval, that's how long you recover for.
Okay.
So if it was
Oh,
a
so
4-minute interval, you then recover for 4 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So it is a little
That's
bit of
pretty
a
cool.
longer, like time-wise workout, because you slow down for those ones, obviously.
Yeah.
It's never a walking one. It's supposed to be one of the ones where like you can still jog and you can still, run at a conversational pace in the laps. You want to be
Right.
gassed at the end of them.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think our
Yeah.
plan now is every 3 to 4 weeks we're gonna try to do a Yasso 800 workout, and next time we'll do 6 and then 7, et cetera, et cetera.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that. You
We'll
guys
be
know
checking in.
I'm like a track junkie. I love all the speed work. So I love
Tell Ken you
that
need to do
stuff.
800s next time. That way we can report on your status.
I wonder what Ken is I'm gonna look on my training peaks right now, but Ken's really funny. Like since last year, I think. I think it was last year. He started hiding my plan from me. Like not in a bad way, but
No,
because
but
I'm
yeah.
like if I know what I have to do in 3 months, I'll obsess over it now. And he's like, what's the difference? Like you have to do it no matter what. So just why don't you worry about the week you're in, you know?
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Let me see what he has for me next week. Oh, actually, I have speedwork this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, because it was there regardless. But I was supposed to do like tomorrow would be my track day, but
Mhm.
I'm doing the 4th of July run,
Mhm.
so I can't do my speed work. So this weekend I have a 7 mile tempo run,
Ooh,
six,
that's
a
so
six
far
mile
already.
6 mile tempo run on Saturday and 11 miles on Sunday.
A lot.
That doesn't sound fun.
I have 12 this weekend, but not
Yeah.
at tempo pace.
Yeah, it's gonna be 12
Yeah.
fun miles for me.
It's gonna, oh, next weekend I have 400 repeats, but there's 8 of them. Yeah, but that Yasso sounds fun.
Yeah, honestly, I
I'll
didn't
bring it up to
mind it at
him.
all.
I'll
I
bring
thought
it
it
up
was
to
gonna go a
him.
lot, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it actually ended up being. Like just from programming it into Garmin, I was like, "Ooh, this doesn't sound fun. This sounds like it's gonna be a put like a hard push." But
No,
You
the
know,
I
the other
surprised
thing with
myself.
track, Mike, is that um, and I don't want to sound like I'm like schooling you on this,
School
but
me,
what I
please.
learned about track is that it should be the day that you feel like you're gonna die afterwards. Like that should be the only day during the week
Yeah.
where you're completely gassed.
Yep.
And the
Okay.
rest of your runs should just feel conversational and easy, where you're just like building endurance and time on your feet. Like
Yeah.
your long run should be minimal effort,
Okay.
and your track should be the day that you're like, oh,
You
this is all.
question your sanity.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember
Basically.
the last lap I was like pushing I pushed hard on that last one. That was the last 400 of the 800.
That's good. Like the thing about like workouts like that, like once you start get into like the real flow of it, you'll find that where you were starting, where you were like, okay, this is going to be where my push, right? All of a
Hmm.
sudden you're like, I can push harder than this, and I know that it's not going to hurt as bad as I think it's going to hurt.
Yeah. Now I know that for the next time we do it, like I wasn't dead. So like
No. And you have those
I can
recovery
push.
times between, which helps
Yeah.
your heart rate. And like
Hmm.
they're very beneficial. Track workouts are very beneficial. So
So we all had our first double-digit run this weekend. What did you guys wind up fueling with for it? What was your strategy?
God, my strategy. I think I left my strategy home.
Uh-oh.
I fucked up. I was a mess Sunday. Um, what did I fuel with? I ate nothing before I left, and then I had a precision hydration chew, like when I got there,
Yeah.
and then halfway through I had another one, and then I thought about like how that was nothing. Like I needed
Hmm.
definitely something more.
Okay, so this weekend I'm gonna ask you the same question next week. And I need you to have more carbs.
Yeah, I definitely needed more carbs. I was a mess. By mile two, I was ready to be like, dude, if you want to leave, I'm okay. If you want to go grab breakfast, that's cool.
You sound great right now.
Yeah, anything sounded great in that disgusting heat and humidity.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my mess up. Cheers to me winning this week, guys.
Oh man.
Um, I had a honey stinger cracker bar on my way to the preserve Sunday, and I drank that with my water. I did bring my hydration pack because it was hot as hell, and
Mm,
I knew I'd be running towards the the bike stop where I know I could refill it. So I wasn't even being shy about chugging that as I was going as I needed it because usually I'm
Yeah.
more conservative with the water in the pack, but I knew I knew by the time I would get there by my halfway point, so I was like, perfect. I'm gonna
Yeah.
chug this and then refill.
Yeah.
Then I brought some goo gels with not goo, honey stinger gels. I'm so used to saying like from when I started running, I'm so used to saying goo, but I brought some honey stinger gels with me.
Okay.
I should have brought a third one. I brought two. 'Cause I knew I had something beforehand, and then I took one 45 minutes, another 45 minutes. By the time I got back to my car, I was like, my tummy wants something else.
Yeah.
Luckily Jude had was making pancakes at home, so when I
Nice.
got
Oh,
home, I got to eat.
that's nice.
But I definitely should have brought a third one.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same thing, Mike, of like I really should have had one more. I was actually looking yesterday at like how many carbs I think they say you should do like 40 grams of carb is like a pretty average amount that people need per
Yeah,
Hmm.
hour of that kind of workout when you're sweating a ton.
yeah,
Hmm.
And I was looking, so I was like, I don't think I was doing 40 grams an hour. I think I was doing lower than that because I definitely felt like I needed one more gel. So I did like some graham crackers before I started, and then I had a packet of scratch gummies, which was 19 grams of carbs. I had I think it's called Mortal Hydration. Like I got like a sample pack of those from the feed. So that's
Okay.
7 grams of carbs. And then I had a cyst gel that had 22 grams of carbs. So that's
Okay.
46 grams total, but it was for 2 hours, not one. So I was like, okay, I really should have done one more gel on top of that at least.
yeah.
Right.
So my goal for this weekend, I'm probably going to bring 3 gels and a packet of gummies and then some sort of hydration powder.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a little bit further. So I'm going to see how that goes and if I can take that much fuel. Because I definitely feel like I tend to under fuel a little bit versus over fuel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
same.
When
I
it's this hot, you
definitely,
feel it.
yeah. And I really I like mastered fueling last year. Like and
Hmm.
my marathon fueling was like so on point where I was taking a gel every 35 minutes, like on the minute. And then I took every I took like 17 salt tabs.
Oh, wow. I
I
still
need
have,
a lot of salt. I'm a heavy sweater and like salt just helps me a lot.
yeah, I had like a
Um,
little tube. I did the cheap thing of like I bought Himalayan sea salt
oh
and
yeah, and you put them in the tubes. You gave me
Yeah.
so many of them. I think I
because it
just
was so cheap.
I know. And have you looked at the price of like base salt?
Yeah, I know. It's literally the same thing though. It's like, why am I gonna I'm too cheap for that. I'm sorry.
It's insane. It's insane. No,
But
but
um,
I had Element with me on Sunday too. I was just looking up the carbs in this. But I was done with it by mile 7. And I was like, and we didn't pass a water fountain.
ugh.
And Rich was done with his water. And then it just became like a conversation of like, okay, we can do this. I've never struggled like that on a run.
It
Oh
was
man.
gross, and then it rained. I think you guys got out before it rained because I mean, no, you probably got out when it was raining because it was raining when I left my house.
I we finished and like the whole time I was like, I just wish it would rain, and then I
It
got
rained. Well,
home and
it rained on me
jumped in my
twice.
pool in my clothes and I literally like came up from the water and it was raining. I was like, are you kidding me? This would have been
Um,
so much better while I was
Yeah, I was
running.
jealous when you said you jumped in your pool after.
I I've had to. It's like unbearable. The heat's unbearable.
I literally made myself do an out and back just so that I would not give up on the heat and come in and finish on my treadmill.
Right. Right. Yeah, if that was a run where I was passing my house at any point, I would have went home. Like
Oh,
that's
exactly, exactly.
no.
yeah.
And it's
Um,
amazing how much we're complaining about it, and we are not in the South. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
only
know
worse
how to
down
do it.
there.
I don't know.
It's
my
only
friend,
worse.
I
This
have
is
this
bad
friend
for us, but
Danny. My friend Danny is training for wine glass.
Love
So
wine.
wine glass.
Yeah, it's the one in Corning.
He's training for that, and he lives in Louisiana. And I'm not even kidding when I tell you it's 96 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning there.
I don't know
no thanks.
why. Why?
No thanks.
I like don't know how they live, but like I don't know how they do this.
No.
It's rough. Yeah. So that was my week so far.
Okay.
I feel like I have so much now to catch up on. Like I
Oh,
know that I shouldn't be playing catch up. I know that. Um, but like my schedule's packed until Sunday, and like I have to run and work out tomorrow, and then I have to work out Friday, and then I have to run on Saturday, and I have to run on Sunday. And I'm like,
did you get your running stroller set up for tomorrow?
my running stroller is set up. I have to just double check the tires, and Carolina like refused to go in it today. She would
Oh,
only put her baby doll in it. So I'm like, dude, you're 47 times the size of this baby doll. So we're gonna have to test you out tomorrow.
oh man.
Um,
So hopefully she still fits. I mean, she's a big
I'm gonna
kid.
bring you some honey stingers tomorrow because I haven't seen you to give you them since I said I
Okay.
was gonna bring you some.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That'll
I
be
also I won an Instagram contest and I won these some fast shoes from Salt Stick.
Okay.
You did?
Do you know Salt Stick? I've heard of them. I've never had Salt Stick
It's
before.
my brand of choice for sodium intake.
Would you like a pack of fast
I
shoes?
would love them.
You have a flavor preference? They gave
I
me
don't care at all. I will eat
okay, I'll
them no
bring them.
matter what.
I haven't used them yet, so they came in the mail yesterday, so I
I
haven't.
love salt stick. That's what I used for the marathon. That's what I trained with last year. It's
Okay,
my favorite stuff.
they sent me like a container of the um like the soft, not the soft, like a soft gel basically, where it dissolves and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that during a race, but that's gonna melt in my pocket.
Yeah, it might
It's
if
just
it
a
gets
pill,
too
because it's a
hot.
pill. But the fast chews like they're in the individual packets. So, but
Okay, yeah, that would be awesome.
yeah, so I don't know how. I'm curious. I was gonna try them out on my I was gonna bring a packet of them on my long run this weekend
Yeah,
and see
they're
how
great. I love
they
them.
go. Yeah, I got that. I got some Tannery sunscreen.
Oh, that's so
Um,
cool.
yeah, and then I got stuff from I believe it was the what was it Nut Butter Company? It's
Oh, nut
like a
butter.
body glide. Yeah, so that one hasn't come in yet, but
That's so fun.
yeah, it was a really awesome run package I got from it.
That's really fun.
Yeah, I got and it's all coming in little in waves. I'm like, ooh, it's so exciting.
It's like a
It's
trick
Really,
or
Christmas
treat.
every
all these
day.
packages.
Yeah, it's like being at my house. Um, I didn't win anything. I wish I did, but I thought it was really cool. My friend John sent me and some of our other friends a picture of some hats that he scored at like his race club,
Mhm.
and it's by this brand Run the Day.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I had seen a couple people in the last few months in New York City wearing Run the Day hats, and I was like, that's kind of like a fun, like catchy name for a brand, but
Yeah.
I'd always forget to look into it. So he won them, he sent them to us, and I was like, I gotta know more. Like, you know how I am with hats. So I'm like, I need to know more about this. So I I ordered one and I look at first I was super impressed because their hats have like the mesh venting on the side, which is huge for me when I run. I like to be able to have a head that breathes when I run. Um, so I found one of their hats with that and I ordered it and I looked at their price point and I was like, okay, clearly it's more of like a startup company, but still, this is a great price point for a running hat. So I ordered one and I got the package last night and I opened it this morning. I was so excited. The owner like put a personalized letter in it thanking
Aw.
me for like expressing interest in his company and like purchasing something and they included two free hats,
Oh wow.
That's
which I
so
thought
cool.
was so cool.
A
Like
little
Yeah.
treat.
and I was like, you know what? Like this is such a nice way to like I guess like entice people to come back to your site because
Oh yeah.
I messaged them immediately and like sent them a thank you. And then I went on their website and bought their fucking socks.
They got you hooked.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but like I thought that was such a nice thing for like a startup company to do.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
everyone out there, if you're listening, look into Run the Day because they've got some cute little hats. That
Okay,
was my win of the week.
that's a good win. On that note, the time has come to say goodbye.
Okay. All right. Mike, you're coming tomorrow?
Yeah, you said 9 o'clock, right?
9 o'clock. Yes. Kel, you're going to
I'll,
the Independence thing?
I did not register, so I'm going to try to meet up with you guys. It just depends.
Oh, yay. Okay. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll text you the details in case you need them.
okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.